Hey guys, how's it going? So yeah, official Xbox One has landed. So I just want to make this video. Conference has just ended. I want to get your opinions. What do you think of the Xbox One? As you know, if you watch my channel a lot, you'll know that I'm not the biggest fan of the Xbox 360. I was at the beginning, massive fan at the beginning because I was an Xbox whore back in the day. You know, the first Xbox, big fanboy. You know, I used to shit on the PlayStation 2 quite a lot. I absolutely love the Xbox to bits. Love the 360 at launch, and the last couple of years, it totally lost its way for me, and I was really disillusioned. Going into this conference today, was not expecting anything big. I thought, I know what I want to see. I want to see loads of new games, fresh ideas, something original. Didn't really think I'd get anything out of it, and I just thought, I'm hoping too much here. It's going to be your standard Microsoft crap. They're not going to impress me at all. Well, I watched the conference and yeah, I was actually pleasantly surprised. It was a really good conference. Basically, if you haven't seen it yet, the console's called Xbox One. It is basically what Microsoft have been trying to do for years. Bill Gates has wanted to do this for a long time. It's basically your one-box solution. So it does your TV, your entertainment, everything all in one. TV, film, sports, Skype, gaming, everything all in one box. It's absolutely brilliant, really cool. They come out and did the entertainment first, and I was really impressed. They showed the box. Got to say one thing though, and I don't know if it's perspective on the video or what it is on the streaming. The box itself looks massive. It looks absolutely huge. I can't understand why it's so big. I mean, I don't know if that's the final design, or I'm assuming it is, but yeah, hopefully it won't look that big when you get it in your hand, but it looks beautiful, and it looks like a set-top box. It looks like a Skybox, or I keep forgetting what the American one's called, but I know what it's called. God damn it, TiVo, that's it. It looks like one of them, but it looks really nice, really classy. They've got the new Kinect that comes with the machine as well. A bit smaller by the look of it. It appears to be smaller than the original Kinect. Looks really, really impressive actually. I mean, I'm a sucker for technology, so when they showed that, and it looks so cool. Basically, you've got your home screen, your standard screen, so you've got a box there which is showing the movie that you're watching, and you've got all your tiles around the edge for all your different options. So say, I don't know, just for example, so you got like TV, gaming, I don't know, you got settings, all that kind of stuff around the side. The coolest thing, I mean, it's a really basic thing, but for me, as a tech fanatic, I absolutely loved it. Was you've got the movie in the corner there, so you want to go full screen. So all you do, you just get your hands and you go like that, and it makes it go full screen. It is so cool and really seamless. And if you want to go back to the main home page, you just go like that, and it puts it back together again. It was absolutely brilliant. It was so cool. The voice commands are absolutely superb. You know, it just go like Xbox TV, and it was like that instant. It's on. You're watching the telly. It was really, really, really impressive, and they showed going back and forth between like TV and movies and the Xbox dashboard, and it's just really, really smooth. If it works as well as they showed it to be, because obviously this is a conference, and generally when you get the final product, they're never as good as they show. But yeah, it looked really cool, very impressive. So yeah, I'm really impressed with that. So I'm watching the conference thinking, okay, well, what else? You know, because you've not sold me on the console yet. Then they showed a new game from Remedy. That straight away got my attention, and it's called Quantum Break. The trailer didn't really show much, in always the way. It's like a teaser trailer, but it's Remedy. They're going to be brilliant. I mean, they're just a great company, make great games. So yeah, I'm very excited for that. So I was like, Quantum Break, the Kinect and entertainment side looks absolutely awesome. Really impressed. And then they turn around and say, but we've also got, in the first year of launch, we'll have 15 exclusive games only for Xbox One, 8 of which are brand new IPs. Sold me there and then. I'm buying the console. Simple as. I was really, really impressed. I did not expect to come out of the conference feeling this way. I honestly thought it was going to be crap, and it was going to be the same old boring generic stuff that weren't going to impress me at all. But yeah, Microsoft, they're back in the game for me. They really impressed me today. Really nice conference as well, very slick. Not like their usual boring corporate conferences that they do. It was quite fast paced, to the point, and I was really impressed. The trailers they showed for the games, they didn't show a lot of trailers, but the ones they did show, they were literally just trailers. I mean, they tried to blag it and say they were gameplay. They weren't gameplay at all. They were just like trailers, just showing cutscenes and, you know, just the cinematic stuff, which is always going to look amazing. I'd like to have seen more in-game stuff. The interesting thing for me though was at the end when they showed Call of Duty Ghosts, they did actually do a really cool comparison video between the character models for Modern Warfare 3 and the character models for Call of Duty Ghosts. And when you watch that, you really see the difference that the technology is going to bring in terms of the graphics. I mean, I did not expect such a big jump. It looks really, really nice. Very cool system. Yeah, I mean, so far, very impressed. I'm just looking forward to E3 now and seeing what they come out with. Because they're going to show all the games at E3, so I'm excited to see what they've got lined up. Especially the exclusives as well. That's the most important thing for me. But I really like it. I think the design is beautiful. The controller hasn't really changed that much. There's slight tweaks. It's still great. It still looks good. You know, it looks a little flatter and a little wider as well, but it looks really nice. As I say, Kinect, I'm really impressed with. I am not a fan of Kinect. I've never seen the point in Kinect. Never interested me. I've always liked, you know, the hand move gestures and the vocal stuff. That's really cool. But the voice commands. But it's never really made me want the system enough. But from what I can see, they're actually making an effort to make it more seamless and integrate better for gaming, as well as being an absolutely awesome tool for the entertainment section. But if you're a lazy bastard and you like your technology and you don't want to use a remote, it's absolutely awesome. Go and buy one. But yeah, very, very impressed. And I must admit, I absolutely love the name Xbox One. I think that's such a great name. I mean, basically, it just describes it perfectly. It is the one box solution, the Xbox One. Really, really simple, very clever. Never saw that name coming a mile off. It's really good because all the names that have been bandied around really didn't impress me, especially the latest one, which was Infinity, which I thought was a crap name. So I'm glad that they've come up with a really clever name. Yeah, very impressive. I'm amazed I'm sitting here praising Microsoft as much as I am, but it felt to me like the PlayStation 3. The PS1, adored that console. Absolutely stunning, brilliant. PS2, went into it, loved it to bits. Xbox come out, annihilated PlayStation 2. Couldn't give a shit about the system after that. And the same happened this generation. I was Xbox whore, bought a 360, loved it to bits. PS3 come out, couldn't give a toss about the 360 after that. And the 360 went downhill anyway with Kinect and the terrible games that were releasing and the constant reliance on Halo, Fable, Forza. It's just like, and Gears. It was just like, give me something fresh. So, you know, seeing Quantum Break today on the Xbox One, seeing that they've got 15 exclusives, 8 new IPs, very, very good, very impressed. They have listened to the fans, good on them. All I can say is I just can't wait for E3 in 2 weeks' time. I can't wait to see how much the system's going to cost when it's coming out. It's the end of this year, they've said that, but I want to know the actual date. Yeah, awesome. Can't wait to get an Xbox One. I'm just worried about the size and if it's going to fit into my unit or not. It's massive. I hope that is just perspective on the video because it just looks far too long, man. It looks massive, huge. So yeah, so where does that leave next generation gaming now? I mean, I do apologise, I can't remember the name of the user that recently messaged me. I think left a comment on one of my videos asking me to do a video on the Wii U, and obviously you can see that down there, and give my opinions on the system now that I've had it for a while, and obviously the way Nintendo are at the moment, how do I feel? So I think this is the right time to really discuss all three systems, the PS3, PS4, sorry, god damn it, the PS4, the Xbox One and the Wii U. Well, let's get it out of the way. PS4, I've said before, I'm buying it day one. There's no doubt about that. I've got to buy that system because I love the PS3. I hope it doesn't bite me in the arse buying a PS4 because, you know, the way the last two generations have been. But there's two reasons that I want a PS4. It's Quantic Dream, Naughty Dog. Simple as. They are making the greatest games out there that I enjoy. They're on the PS4. I've got to buy a PS4. Quantic Dream are already working on their game for the PS4, so that system's going to be brilliant. The reveal in February was fantastic. I don't know much about hardware and stuff. I don't really understand all that, and I don't really care. As long as the games look great, play great, I'm having fun. That's all that matters. But they seem to be on the right track with the system. Look, I'm just interested to see what the box looks like now. As I say, Xbox One, fantastic. Really impressed. Looking forward to seeing more in E3. Wii U, oh man, it's a difficult one because I don't want to shit on Nintendo, but I absolutely love the Wii U hardware. The console is great. The gamepad is fantastic. I stand by everything I've ever said about the Wii U hardware. It's awesome. There are two places they're falling down on, and everybody knows this. Is one, games. There are no games coming out. What the hell is going on? We've got Resident Evil Revelations this week, which I played the demo. Is absolutely brilliant. and I'm looking forward to trying it at some point. I don't think I'm going to buy it Friday. I'll probably wait, but I might pick it up. I'm not 100%. This is the thing. I'm not finding games that are really grabbing me. Other than that, yeah, there's nothing. I mean, E3, they're going to be having playable versions of Mario, the new Mario 3D game, the new Mario Kart. So that'll be like Mario Kart U, I suppose. They're going to be good, I'm sure they are, but they won't be like amazingly knock it out of the park games, you know, especially when they're standing side by side with what Microsoft and Sony are going to bring to the party. So unless Nintendo come out with some absolutely phenomenal titles at E3, and they have, say, 15, 20 brand new titles all launching within the next 6 months on a regular basis, I honestly, I hate to say it, but I think Nintendo are done in the console market. I can't believe I'm actually saying that as a Nintendo fan, but I truly believe they've screwed at this point. I don't know if it's Nintendo of Japan have made bad decisions or what it is that's happening, but they don't understand current gaming. They seem to be completely lost, and they don't. You see all the time that the industry people say the same thing, and you know they may be a little jaded, but I do actually think they're right. Nintendo rely far too much on their own properties, and they're stuck in the past. They feel like they can just release a new Mario, a new Zelda. That'll be fine. They don't really need to innovate. They just change it a little bit and tweak it here and there. And yeah, fans like me will buy them and just be like, yeah, hell yeah, I'm buying it. It's a new Mario, or it's a new Zelda, or it's a new Metroid, or whichever franchise you prefer. But they're not pushing themselves. They're not out there creating new content, you know, creating brand new IPs, fresh ideas, coming up with their own fresh ideas, not only third parties, but you know, brand new first party Nintendo titles. That's what we need, something completely different and original, something that takes advantage of the gamepad that isn't gimmicky as well, would be nice. I just think the second reason for me that they're really screwing it at the moment is the lack of advertising. I don't know if they've got a problem with their marketing department, or they're being held back, or what the hell's going on, but I haven't seen an advert for the Wii U since Christmas. Not one single advert on TV since Christmas. I don't see anything on the internet for it. I mean, I just don't get it. I do not understand it. The amount of money Nintendo's got, they should be blitzing the hell out of the Wii U. You know, they should be out there promoting it, making sure that all the people who bought the Wii, who are not gamers, are aware that this system exists, are aware that it is not a peripheral for the Wii. It is a standalone console with HD graphics. Explain what the gamepad does. I mean, that advert they had out before Christmas did that, and it did a really great job of explaining what the system was, but it was, even when it was out, it was only on every now and again. They didn't really push it. I mean, the Wii, there was a time where you couldn't turn your TV on without seeing a Wii advert. The Wii U just doesn't happen at all. It's non-existent. They need to market the crap out of that machine if they're going to sell it. People are dropping the prices left, right and centre. I've just read on the internet a minute ago, I think it was Target, I'm pretty sure it was Target, have just lowered the price of the premium bundle. So yeah, they need to pull their finger out their arse and sort it out, because they're going to die quickly. I honestly think if they haven't got something special at E3, they're not going to last, because the die-hard Nintendo fans like myself and like Retro Dave, we're not going to be enough to support the company. They're going to end up like Sega, and they're going to go down the software route. I was talking to my mate Rob, Mad Dingo on here. I was saying to him earlier how I think what I would do if I was at Nintendo, and there's no way they'll do it because it's commercial suicide, but the best thing to do is cut the losses with the Wii U right now and say, okay, we screwed up, we didn't know what we were doing, we jumped in too soon, and basically just stop production of the Wii U, sell the units that are in the shops if they can, cut the price, just get rid of them, do whatever they got to do, and then all the rest of us who bought the system day one, or anyone who's bought the system and owns it, give us like, I don't know, £100 or $100 credit, whatever. Give us some extra, give us some games, something to compensate us so we don't feel cheated. Consign that to the Virtual Boy, you know, that corner of the room where the consoles that never really went anywhere. And they need to get back to the drawing board quickly and bang out a new system with a normal controller. Nothing against the gamepad, because I love the gamepad, it's brilliant, but you just want, at this point, powerful beast of a Nintendo machine with a standard controller, no bullshit, no frills, lots of great first party content, get all the third parties on board, say look, you know, we have screwed up, we know exactly where we went wrong, we're willing to be more flexible and work with you, and do everything they said they were going to do with the Wii U in that respect, and to actually make an effort. And that's what they need to do. Won't happen, they'll never do it in a million years, because it'd be commercial suicide. They get so much grief if they did that. You know, they get absolutely slaughtered by the press and by the fans. But realistically, I think they need to do it. They need to cut the losses now. If they don't do it now, in 12 months' time, the Wii U is going to be non-existent anyway. So I think make an effort and do it. Because I honestly believe that when the Xbox One and the PS4 launched, Nintendo were screwed. I mean, who knows, in 2 weeks' time, maybe I'll be changing my tune and maybe Nintendo will surprise me with their press events. Although I'll say press events, they're only doing 2 events. I think one for the press. What was the other one? Was that another media one? I'm not too sure. It's a bit weird. They've got 2 little events and they're doing loads of hands-on gameplay. But yeah, I'm really disappointed because I love Nintendo. But really, if I'm completely honest, hand on heart, they haven't been Nintendo since the Super Nintendo. The N64 was their last good system. The Super Nintendo was their last great system. The GameCube, basically N64, the GameCube, the Wii, were all right systems. They had a handful of quality games, but they were never like the stellar, stratospheric system that the Super Nintendo, or for the Americans, the NES was. They just, I don't know what happened. They seemed to just really lose focus after the SNES. They went right downhill for me. The N64, as I say, has got some cracking games. You know, you got your Golden Age, Conker's Bad Fur Day, your Perfect Dark. Obviously, they're brilliant games. But the PS1 destroyed it at the time. The PS1 absolutely walked all over them. Sony really proved their point there when Nintendo bitch slapped Sony at the time about the whole CD drive for the SNES. Sony really proved the point there, I think. So yeah, I just honestly think that Nintendo really needs to up their game and do something different. If it is Japan division that's holding them back and it's causing Reggie to not be able to do his job, something needs to change. There's been talk on the internet about Iwata stepping down and he needs to move aside and let somebody else take over. I don't know. I mean, you don't know from the outside who it is that's causing the problem. If it's the investors, the shareholders, it's Iwata's making bad decisions. Who knows? But whoever is at fault needs to be changed. They need to change their business model. They've got so much money. I don't see them leaving the hardware game just yet and doing a Sega. It feels like it's the right move for them to do. But honestly, they've got another console in them. I just think if they don't bring it out within the next 12 months, and that sounds absolutely ridiculous, but as I say, it's the only way to cut your loss with that and bring a new console out. It's the only way to do it. They can't possibly let the Wii U run for like 5 years or something. It just won't work at all. I just can't see how they can have a future doing that. And they've just partnered properly with Sega now, and all the next Sonic game is exclusive on the Wii U. So maybe that may change their fortunes. Maybe they've got something up their sleeve with Sega are going to bring a load of great content. I don't know. But at the moment, I'm very disillusioned with the Wii U. I haven't played it for, I don't know how. In fact, the last time I played it was a couple of days ago just to play the Resident Evil Revelations demo. I actually played the console itself, playing games. It's been over a month, I reckon. I think it's got to be over a month. Lego City Undercover came out and I was really, really stoked for that game. I couldn't wait to get my hands on it. Played it, liked it, didn't love it. I was kind of bored. And I never ever got motivated after I did my Saturday night special. I never felt the motivation to turn the Wii U on and play the game, and so I sold it because it's still selling for a high price at the moment. So I thought, well, sell it, get my money back. I can always buy it back in the future when it's dirt cheap if I want to. I just didn't have the motivation. I don't have the motivation to play on the Wii U, and it's depressing because I spent so much money on the system. But you know, it's realistic as well. I'm being honest. That's how I feel at the moment. I'm really disillusioned with the system. It's a damn shame because I know that the hardware is great. And if you haven't got a Wii U, you've never played on a Wii U, you know, you really don't understand how good that hardware is when you play it. Yeah, well, it's not next gen. It isn't as powerful as the Xbox One or the PS4. Obviously not. But it is a great, great system. The gamepad is fantastic, and used correctly, it could bring some absolutely amazing experiences. It's just a real shame. I mean, don't get me wrong. If they get the software right, they probably could still linger on for a few years because I mean the Wii was the weakest of the three, and that outsold the PS3 and the Xbox 360 by a large margin. It destroyed them in terms of sales, in terms of business. So it is possible if they play their cards right, they could have a future with the Wii U. I just at this point, no, I don't see it happening. I want to be proven wrong more than anything. I want Nintendo to prove me at E3 that I'm completely wrong and that they have these amazing games lined up that are going to absolutely blow us all away and convince people to buy a Wii U. But first things first, get off your arse and market the bloody machine. Get out there, shove it down people's throats, make sure that everyone's aware that there's a new console out there, because it's really lacking. I mean, if you're in another country, what's the advertising like in other countries? Are you seeing adverts for the Wii U? Are people aware of the system? You know, that's what I'd like to know. But that's where I stand anyway. So yeah, well impressed with the Xbox One. Definitely buying one of those. PS4, definitely buying that because it's going to be quality. Wii U, I hope they sort it out. I really do. So anyway, guys, the main reason for this video is where do you guys stand on the Xbox One now you've seen the press conference, or if you've not seen the press conference, go and have a look at it and see what you think and let me know. I'd like to hear your opinions down below, and I'd also really like a lot of video responses if possible. I'd really like to see your guys' opinions on video. Let me know what you think of the Xbox One. Are you impressed or not? Especially if you're like me and you've been disillusioned with the 360 and you've lost interest the last couple of years. Did it do enough to convince you that the Xbox One is worth a purchase? Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you all again soon.